Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vrinda Madhavan, Ayurvedic physician, yoga therapist and a diet therapist. Today I am here to discuss about yogic diet. So what is it all about yogic diet? So we know it is a two-word concept. One is yoga, another is diet. So we have heard enough about yoga. Alright, so all the things including the asanas, pranayama, meditation, the kriyas like trataka. So many things we know about yoga, and we know that people are well aware about the health benefits the yoga gives. We also know about diet. So we are all very much peculiar on our food. So what to eat, what not to eat. According to the health benefits, we select the food. According to our tastes, we select the food. According to the region, we have our selections. Like North Indians select the wheat products, the South Indians select the rice products. So it is a very vast subject about diet. So the concept here is yogic diet. So we know yoga, we know diet. But what is it all about yogic diet? What is so special about yogic diet? Is it the normal diet what we are all opting, or is it that something very special for yoga people? So let's try to understand what it is. So in a very simple way, taking the help of the references of Upanishads and Vedas. Because when we say certain aspect, we should be having a good root when we speak these. So we will take the help, or we will take the reference of Upanishads, Vedas and the yogic texts to explain the yogic diet. What does the yoga aspirants need in special? So yoga, the very definition of yoga is to calm the mind. Mana prasamanopayaha yoga ityabhidiyate. That is what the textbook says. So in order to keep the peace of mind, in order to calm the mind, in order to cessate or to bring the cessation of the modifications of the mind, we need to do yoga. That is what yoga actually explains. So where is the mind? How are we going to handle this mind? We can handle our body parts, is it not? We can handle our face, we can handle our hands, legs. So physical body is easy to handle, but when you have to handle your mind, first you need to know where is the mind. We actually don't know. And yoga is to handle the mind. So the yoga aspirant is more concerned about the mind. Calming the mind is the requirement for a yoga aspirant. So the yogic diet should help for it. Okay. So according to yogic texts, there is a sloka from Gheranda Samhita, one of the renowned texts of yoga. It says, Mitaharam vinayastu yogarambham tukare nana rogo bhavetasya kinchit yogo nisidhyate. That means, without mitahara, without a proper diet, without the so-called speculated special diet, if you go for yoga, then instead of yoga or instead of calming the mind, it will create lot of problems, health problems. Nana rogas will be, many types of rogas will be created in the body instead of calming the mind and instead of bringing health to the body. So mitahara is that very important for a yoga aspirant. So it is important for everyone, but still if you are looking for something in yoga, first thing you have to take care is mitahara or the diet. So what is so special about yogic diet? Okay, so yogic diet is that something which will help you to calm the mind and in turn help the body to rest well and be healthy. That is the basic requirement of diet here. That is, first it is going to calm the mind. It will do good to the mind. The specific diet will do good to the mind, and that mind, calmness of the mind, in turn will help the body to be calm and be healthy. So that is the way how the yogic diet is going to help us. So there are many questions asked, like what are the things to be had. So should we have it before food, before the practice, before, after the practice? There are n number of questions which are being asked about yogic diet. The ancient text Taittiriya Upanishad says lots about anna, that is food. That which eats us is food, that which we eat is food. Both ways it explains. That is atti iti annam and adyate iti annam. So both is anna. Anna is what we have, what we eat is food, that we all know. But what eats us, what does it mean? It means that when we eat food, each cell grows. Each cell grows to death. The progression is towards death. That is why what we eat is food, what eats us is food. That is the verbal meaning for anna. This particular food is being explained in many texts. So not only in yoga texts, other than that we have references in Bhagavad Gita also. In Bhagavad Gita there is a shloka in 6th chapter saying Yuktahara viharasya Yukta cheshtasya karmasu Yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. Yoga is to remove the dukkha. Dukkha means all the pains, all the sufferings, all the health hazards, all the disturbances of the mind, all the disturbances of the physical body. All this is being kept away with yoga. But that happens when there is a yukta ahara. Yukta ahara means proper diet. Yukta vihara, proper activities. Yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya. Even the sleep, even the awareness, everything should be yukta or proper. Only then the yoga enters you, or only then there is health. That is what Bhagavad Gita says. In yet another reference of Bhagavad Gita, it says 3 types of people. That is Rajasika, Tamasika and Sattvika. There are 3 types of people. So according to the type of people, they select those foods. Okay. So certain foods are liked by Sattvika people, and certain foods are liked by Rajasika people, and certain foods are liked by Tamasika people. So it is very specifically telling about those foods. So Bhagavad Gita says this Sattvika ahara means it will increase the ayu, that is the longevity or the lifespan. It will increase sattva. Sattva means the energy of a person. We all know we have certain energies in the morning, we have certain low energies at evenings and nights. So it is the food which is the food is actually increasing the energy and decreasing the energy. We all know that. So Sattvika ahara will increase the bala. It will give us arogya, that is, it will give us the health, it will give us happiness, and all these better good things are increased with Sattvika food. Okay, those food with Sattvika effect. Okay, and those food will be rasya, that is, it will be very tasty, it will have a little of oil content in it. Not the external oil what we add like coconut oil or sunflower oil. The food itself will have an oil content in it. So that is Sattvika food. So So if it is a groundnut or if it is a coconut, all that has a content of oil in it. It's called snigdhata. So inbuilt oil content. So that is good, or that is sattvika food. So that will be very pleasing to the mind and the body also. So such foods are sattvika food. And there is another type of food which is being discussed in Bhagavad Gita. It is Rajasika food. And Rajasika food is that which creates a lot of activities in our body. Okay, so pungent, very bitter, very sour, very salty. All these type of food add up to the Rajasika guna in a person. Okay. So Rajasika guna also is being increased with dry foods, so which doesn't have any oil content in it. So it's called Ruksha Ahara. And then Tikshna Ahara. It's very penetrating sort of, like we have pickles, very spicy and very penetrating sort of. So such things when you have, it is called as Rajasika Ahara. And very fantastically Bhagavad Gita, it in the sloka of Bhagavad Gita, it adds, just after that line, it adds that if you have such foods, Rajasika foods, it will increase dukkha, shoka and amaya. The three things which will be caused due to Rajasika food is dukkha, shoka and amaya. That means if you have had all these years such foods, then you will be having lot of pains or mental pressures or difficulties or physical pains. Amaya is diseases, many kinds of diseases. So that is the result of Rajasika food. That is the result of having all these salty, sour, very pungent and very spicy, oily, very penetrating sort of foods, Tikshna foods. So that is Rajasika Ahara, and the Rajasika Ahara is going to cause you all these difficulties. Many types of Amaya, Shoka and Dukkha. Yet another type of food is Tamasika food. Tamasika food is a dull food, that which makes a person very dull. Okay, so what it is like? So the text, the particular Bhagavad Gita text says that Tamasika foods are that which is kept for long hours once it is cooked. Maybe after 3 hours of the cooking, it becomes stale. So those stale and old foods will cause Tamasika guna in a person. Okay, that person is going to become very dull and inactive. So that is a Tamasika guna. So what we need is to work in any manner. If you want to work in any field, we need energy and active nature, positive nature. That is not got in Tamasika food. So Tamasika food will reduce your energy, that will reduce the activity, that will reduce the positivity, and you will totally become dull. So all the leftover foods, those foods which are cooked and it has become stale, all these foods are considered Tamasika. So these are the main things which are being discussed. There are many other aspects which are being discussed in Bhagavad Gita about these gunas, especially these Sattvika, Rajasika and Tamasika guna. But this is the specific thing which is being explained in that book. So we should be having, in order to keep up our positive nature, in order to be energetic, in order to be positive, we need to eat the Sattvika food itself. That is what Bhagavad Gita says.